Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to this week's Coming Soon video. And what's coming soon this week is this. That's it. So if you're just here for what's coming soon, if you're just here to see what's coming this week, this is pretty much it. Buccaneer Ramirez. We'll talk about her really quickly. We're going to check out the Trello board. And then actually we're going to move into a little bit more of a let's talk. I want to talk a little bit more. And actually, I feel I need to talk a little bit more and clarify some things about the whole Cloak Star kind of meme thing, the figure it out yourself thing. So we're going to talk about in a second. Like I said, that's going to be the second part of this video. The first part of this video is we're just going to talk about the coming soon. And again, if you're just here for the coming soon, this is it. First, let me just say thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for using my creator code DUJ2. All of you guys using it, thank you so much. It helps me out so much. It is a financial help, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Of course, hashtag epic partner. And thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, guys. You guys are awesome. So this week, today is May 5th. The return of the 5th. So today, May 5th, we are going to, well, this week we're not going to see a patch download. Probably. This is because we are in the version 12.50 content update. Whenever we have a content update, usually that just means that all we're going to do is we're just going to see things pop up in the game. We're not going to have downtime. We're not going to have a patch update unless they had something very big to fix. We probably wouldn't see that, but that's it. That's all we're going to have right now. We're just going to have a patch update. Now, what are we getting this week? Buccaneer Ramirez. That's it. There's not going to be anything in the weekly store. There's not going to be anything else anywhere else. I think, and you know what? I have to say this because I would feel like I'm lacking if I'm not saying this, but in the llama shop lately, in the weekly items, we've been getting these weird the what's it called? These items. I don't know why we've been getting medieval items back, and they've been epic. Maybe they've just been kind of refilling all of the epic items that we've been getting, and that helps out because we can put it in our collection book. But I would really love to see something there, a returning weapon. We're still waiting for the bundle bus and all those to return. It's very possible they will return, but for now this is kind of where we are. So we're gonna have to, we're just gonna have to wait, and we're going to have to see what happens. And hopefully this week we will get something that comes this week. And over here in the event shop that ends on June 19th, that's it. This is it. This is all we're going to get, guys. We are just getting Buccaneer Ramirez, but she's not so bad. She's not so bad at all. Let's kind of go over and see what she actually is and what she's going to do. Buccaneer Ramirez, the pirate soldier. Let's swab the deck with these husks. Buccaneer Ramirez. Standard perk, hand cannons. Every 10 lefty and right shots spawn a cannonball, dealing 51 base physical damage. Commander perk, hand cannons. Every 5 lefty and right shots spawn a cannonball, dealing 51 base physical damage. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is fantastic. It is amazing. And of course, this will be available starting at May 8th at 8 p.m. They're not really putting any more when it's going to be gone, so I'm kind of wondering if they're going to be doing something else. But we do know all the way from Bunny Penny that we are going to be having everything till June 19th. That's when the event is going to reset, or we're going to see the next event shop. Season 13, version 13. Plunder to your heart's content, commanders. Of course, they are saying, note, due to the current circumstances of safety voice actors, new narrative events will be delayed for the time being. We know what that means. A lot of us are not okay with it, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? All right, so the next thing I want to just check really quickly is the Trello board. As you guys know, over here in the Trello board, we've got the Save the World top issues. Nothing has changed there. Again, we did see everything currently that was there has been fixed. The only thing that I would say is we are, and this kind of goes into the next topic, but I guess we're gonna leave it there. That's it for the coming soon. Buccaneer Ramirez is coming this Friday. We're not getting anything new that we know of in the weekly shop. Something might pop up there. Hopefully it's going to be something like the bundle bus from that. If it was, they could have just told us. That would have been fantastic. But again, Again, that's the recurring theme of the whole Cloakstar thing. Now, if you haven't watched that video, I'll make it, I'll make it pop up there in the corner, and it'll be down probably in the description at the very end of the video, pop up over there. The whole theme of that video was the lack of communication, and I think maybe a lot of people didn't understand that. Cloakstar, you guys know who Cloakstar is. You guys know that we saw him recently in the whole Gold Knox quest line, and in that quest line he had that famous line, figure it out yourself. So that was his thing. His thing was, you know what, you got something to do, or you want to do something, just figure it out yourself. He didn't want to really help us, but he kind of wanted to help us, you know what I mean? And in that vein, let me just kind of say this. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I've played many other games over my time making content. One of my main games was KHUX, and KHUX is a mobile game. It is heavy in microtransactions, etc., loot boxes, whatever you want to call it, gotcha. And I probably have some of the worst luck that you have ever seen in any games, all games, where I have to like count on RNG, on luck to get something unique, like that, gotcha, loot boxes, etc. I'm very, very, very bad. I have horrible luck in that sense. And back then we came up with something called, we called this person the button guy. The button guy was someone who was, sitting around, hitting the button every single time that I spent money or tried to open something, and would ruin my luck. And we basically, now we are saying that Cloakstar here is the button guy. He has followed me into this game now. It's just a joke. That's just a joke. But Cloakstar kind of has come to be the way that he has come to represent something that I've been trying to understand in Save the World for a very, very long time, for years now. I've tried to understand why is it that Save the World, the developers, the community managers, whatever you want to call it, why is it that they don't really communicate with us? They tell us certain things, and there's a lot of things that happen in Save the World that we're not told about. You guys know this. There's a lot of like hidden updates, and a lot of times we're like, wait, is this an update? Is this a bug? Is it a glitch? What's going on here? And I have come to feel that the spirit of the Save the World developer or of the Cloakstar is figure it out yourself. They're not really telling us. They're not really communicating. And I think that's where we kind of lost some people in the previous video. Some people were thinking that I was basically saying that Save the World is dead. Some people were thinking that I was defending Epic and Save the World and saying that they, that we shouldn't be asking questions, or we should just, that we should just figure everything out ourselves. Some people were saying that, that there's no one there, that there's no one working on Epic, on Save the World. Epic has abandoned it. Epic doesn't care anymore. And, they've taken their money and ran. And that's not really what I was trying to say. And I have seen a lot of people commenting back and forth about this. So I kind of wanted to just kind of use an example and a recent example. I want to use a recent example and to kind of, give an example of what I'm trying to say here by figure it out yourself. So you guys know a few weeks ago we had, a couple months ago now, when the love lovers started showing up. The love lovers started showing up, massive amount of love lovers, and you guys know we would have 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 love lovers on the map at one time. And when you have that many lovers attacking one single building, it just comes down. I mean, you guys remember, it was horrible having 12 to 15 love lovers just attacking your building. They would just destroy the building in a matter of seconds, and that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. So what happened? Well, Epic said, hey, we're gonna fix this. Basically, love lovers are no longer gonna do damage, and this is the thing, they said this after the fact it already did it. They had already done it. We noticed one day some people were telling me, hey, the love lovers are no longer doing damage to the building, and we stood there and watched, and they were no longer doing damage. And then a couple days later they said in the Trello board they're not going to do damage anymore in the next update. The update hadn't even come out yet. So somehow, somewhere, they flip this switch on this, and they didn't tell us. And we had to figure it out for ourselves. And then when they did tell us what happened on the next update, it was like that for one update. And then the update after that, they started doing damage again. And out of nowhere, you guys know that, out of nowhere, they started doing damage again. And we were all like, wait, what's going to happen? And then they said that lobbers were no longer going to do damage to buildings. And then they said that they were going to reduce the amount of lobbers. The amount of lobbers have been reduced now. Now you're getting, I've seen 6, 7, 8 max sometimes. So about half of it, lobbers at a time. But they're still doing damage to buildings. So they kind of leave us in this position of, wait, what? Like, what were we supposed to know? Like, that's the thing. The whole essence of developer Cloakstar is figure it out yourself. He is telling us, they are telling us that we just need to figure things out ourselves. And by this, I am not saying that there is no one there. I, in fact, am saying that there is someone there. And that's something that I have said time and time again. I've never really known how to say it exactly, but now I do. There is someone there. There are developers working on Save the World. There are people at Fortnite, at Epic. Well, everyone's at home right now. But there are developers working on Save the World. The problem is we have no clue what they're doing because all we see right now is this. All we see in this update is that, oh, we've got a returning pirate that didn't come back in his quest line. We've got 2 bows on top of how many bows that we had now. One of these bows that is absolutely incredible. This bow is absolutely outrageous, and all we knew about it is that it can pierce multiple husks. It didn't say anything about how incredibly OP the weapon is. It is amazing. Was it on purpose? We don't know. Are they going to nerf it? We don't know. What's going to happen? We don't know. Why? Because they want us to figure it out ourselves. Now, I don't know if that's what they want to do. And also, we've got one new hero that's coming. I kind of feel like she should have been coming in her own quest line. Maybe season 12, version 12 was supposed to be a very big pirate kind of season where we were going to redo the first narrative quest line, get Blakebeard back, pirate llamas, maybe have a second pirate part of it coming back. Sorry, I know you guys can't see that. Maybe have a second pirate part coming out with Buccaneer Ramirez as, you know, the main protagonist of that one, because you can imagine how she felt after Blakebeard turned all ghostly. I don't know, but there's so much potential there's so much there, and all we know is what they tell us. All we know is what we see in the Trello board, what we see in the patch notes, and that's it. And at the same time, there are so many changes happening in Save the World, and we've seen them. They change items, they buff weapons, they nerf weapons, they adjust things. There's so many different things that they're actually doing. Then there is someone, I'm sure there's more than one developer, but we just say developer Cloakstar. So developer Cloakstar is working really hard. Developer Cloakstar is working on Save the World. There is someone there. They're just not telling us what they're working on, and it doesn't seem that they really cared to tell us. Again, it feels like they're just saying, figure it out yourself. We're not going to tell you. You guys have to figure it out yourself. Now, that is a little bit, that's a little bit negative, of course, but, and this is where I have to clarify this last part. I am in no way defending Save the World. I'm in no way defending Fortnite. If you guys have come to my streams, you know my opinion on Fortnite and Epic and how they do things, and how I feel that Fortnite as a whole is not really a priority or that important to Epic. Epic has bigger things to worry about, much bigger things to worry about. All the money that Epic makes from Fortnite is nothing compared to other projects they have. So they don't really focus on Epic and on Fortnite in that sense, and much less Save the World. Save the World is a place where all they can really make money off is the first initial purchases. They haven't really made more ways to monetize Save the World, you know, and I'm one of the people who is always telling you guys, once you buy the basic edition of Save the World, preferably on sale for $20, you never have to buy anything else. You never have to spend any money on Save the World. Just grind the game, grind the gold, get the stuff. That's all you got to do. You never have to spend more money on Save the World, and I have been very vocal about that. So And it's not, and I've given them a lot of different ideas of how to monetize the game, but we still have yet to see anything like that. And again, it's just because there is not that communication between the developers and us, the community, is pretty much non-existent there. Now, I am also not blaming the community managers. We have community managers. They have spoken, you know, on Reddit and on Twitter and other thing. That's another thing. The Twitter thing. What happened to Twitter? Twitter, for several months, we had lots of communication. It seemed like they were really pushing Save the World. They were really talking about Save the World. And then nothing. All of a sudden, it just all stopped. It just completely stopped. Save the World doesn't really exist to them anymore. There was that one time when they tweeted that there were some issues with Save the World, and they were looking into them, and they actually fixed them pretty quickly. That was pretty awesome. But apart from that, I'm not here to blame the developers. I'm not here to blame the community managers, because you know what? I'm sure that there's someone who oversees all that. There's someone who says, hey, you know, communicate here or say this, you know. I don't know whose fault it is in this case, but most definitely someone is dropping the ball somewhere. Somewhere along the line, there is someone who is not focusing on the right things to really connect with the community, to communicate with the community. All the work that they're doing, and again, I am here to, in a crazy way, defend Developer Cloakstar, because Developer Cloakstar is right now, I'm sure, sitting at his computer, working really hard, trying to figure out bugs, trying to figure out things, trying to do some crazy update. We know from the data mines, all that different data that's in there, all the different heroes, all the different potential things. There's so much potential in the game right now. There's so much potential in the game, and someone's got to put that there, because that wasn't there before. That's all new. So Developer Cloakstar is working hard, guys. Developer Cloakstar is working super hard. He's getting all this stuff done. He's working super hard to communicate with us, to give us that information. But they don't tell us. It's figure it out yourself. So that's the clarification I want to make. I know this ended up being a little bit of a rant and a lot longer than I was expecting, but thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Again, if you care about what's coming this week, Buccaneer Ramirez is coming on Friday. Nothing else that we know of. Nothing on the Trello board. You never know what's going to happen in this game, but it's still a fun game. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy having fun. So we're going to keep doing that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.